Hello and welcome back to Frühling. We are currently in our second meadow. We've just set the helper off to finish the drilling. The reason being is we are going down to the shop to pick up a new implement. Very exciting. We currently have a variation of it, but we are adding on to our current implement tool set. Enough of the mystery then. I am buying a second mower, so it's not replacing our current one, but rather in addition to. Now there are a handful of purchases that are about to happen. Our money will go down, not dramatically, but a bit, a fair amount, and I know we're trying to get great production underway, and this is just a means to getting that. Right, so we will do two things at the shop. The first thing we have to do is add on the 3-point linkage to the front of the Deutz, as we do not currently have it on. And then I'll show you the mower that we're going to buy, see what's in the sales shop. Right. Nice little truck we do not need. So mowers here. So the one we have is the Kuhn GMD 4411, and we're going to add on the 3123 front mower. So total mowing width we'll have is 7.5 meters. Very nice. Right, so this will go on really nicely to the front of the Deutz once we get our customize. We'll get our, nope, that is the front loader. Where are we at? And it should be 3,000. So, not very cheap, not the cheapest setup that we have now. And that 84,000 is going to also disappear quite quickly in just a moment once we purchase a new meadow. Yes, we are purchasing a third meadow. Grass silage is by and far our best providing crop. There's a chance that we may need to put the rear wheels back on for this setup, but I don't think so. It's a very flat ground, so we should be alright. And it looks like the worker has just completed whatever they were doing. Oh my, that sign is now part of the grass forever. Right, so we'll get back to our farm. We will check on the helper, see how they're doing, connect the back mower, and then this beautiful piece of land on our right will be in our possession very soon. I do love the trees in the middle, adds much to it. There is this meadow as well, and I'm seeing now, I think, there's a gate to access it. Oh, it is! Huh. Right. I thought it was on the far side. Right, well, we may have a fourth meadow before the end of the year is through. But yes, this will just bring in so much grass for us to ferment into silage to sell, to be able to fund our future plans. I did say early on that this is a slow-paced series, and indeed it has been. But I hope you're enjoying it, as I am very much so enjoying making it. I do really like the small scale everything. The problem now is that our... Okay, good. I was going to say we might have an issue getting out, and we may still have an issue getting out, but we shall see. Right, there's the mower. Let's at least hook up and get ready, and then we'll check on the helper. Nearly. Ah, yes. Not a problem. Looks very good. Looks very good indeed. Right, so we'll park this right here for now. And we'll just quickly head over to see what's going on here. What's that very thin line? Oh, I wonder if it's the wheels that have collected the lime from the other parts. That's quite good, actually. I like that. Interesting. Okay, let's look at the map though, because it is a bit deceiving. Right, there's only a couple of bits that were missed, so maybe we can just clean this up in a very quick time lapse and then carry on with the mowing. Alright, well, we have that all done. If we look at our field, it's beautifully growing now. The issue still remains that the rolling needs to be done, but it hasn't increased the fertilization state. I wonder if it needs to be rolled twice. Who knows? Anyways, we'll take this back down to the farm, and then we will purchase our brand new meadow, and we'll start the mowing. Very excited about that. Right, we'll see you down there. Alright, we are back in the Deutz. The Massey's all parked up. Gonna take our little path this way to our new meadow, which we have yet to purchase. So we will, well, let's hop right into it. Ah, yes. Very nice. So first things first, we do need to purchase it. It is a slightly smaller space according to this. However, it does include this sort of, I want to say, wasted space, just like they have here. And if you look at the map, there is a small section with green looking circles. Those are trees that I believe can actually be cut. So this is our forest area. All the other trees and little circles are browned out as if they cannot be accessed, which is fine. Right, we still didn't purchase this. And done. There we have it. So we are left with a little bit of money. Still better than no money at all. Let's get everything lowered down. Ready to go. I reckon we'll start. This looks like a nice place to start right here, actually. So we may go a little bit off the path. I might leave a bit of the flowers on the side, as I tried to do before. It is a brand new meadow, so you've got to be extra careful and extra special with it. And but we're off. We're officially cutting our new meadow. Very exciting. So this will be a silage meadow as well. We will have no problem turning this to silage rather quickly, I will admit. I do like how we do have, I believe we have 100,000 litres of silage sitting and waiting for us in the silo, whether that's for cow food or for silage selling remains to be seen. Obviously cow food is the priority. We will come back through here and clean up a bit. Feel like, do the lights help? All the lights do help a little bit, but yeah, we'll just keep them off for now. Right, so this will be, now that we have 7.5 meters of mowing power and not a struggle whatsoever from the Deutz. I wasn't expecting much. It is 3 horsepower more powerful than the required specs of the mowing setup. But it is pretty flat ground, so it shouldn't struggle at all. Right, so we're just about completed our headland, so we will toss this on a time lapse, carry on with, okay, now we've hit a small hill and it's all trouble. Right, as I've said, carry on with this, and we'll clean up the bits, and then we'll, yeah, we'll have a freshly mowed, new grass pasture. Right, enjoy. Alright, well, we have completed the mowing. I'm just going to throw the lights on to see if I missed any bits. Now, from my understanding, I think I need to start using this mowing setup a little bit differently than I was when it was just the back mower. I found that yeah, reversing with this setup, the Deutz does struggle. I think the Steyr would have struggled even more so. Needless to say, I think when using just the rear mower, this is just for anyone's, just my opinion from what I've experienced with it so far, going one direction, the direction that I went just having the rear mower, is very different than when you have both. I think you need to go the other way. If I'm making any sense. If not, it's no worries. If you have any questions, please comment in the video. But yes, I do find that, yeah, depending on what you're using, it actually needs to be very different, like mowing style, which sounds kind of funny because you'd think, oh, just mow. But yeah, we're done. Look at that. So I do like the 7.5 meters. It is very, very nice. Right, it is starting to get quite dark out, so we will head back now to the farm here. We'll get the windrower and we'll try and get as much of this cleaned up as we can. I am very tempted to turn this shed into a mowing shed, because now that we have this longer setup, the tedder, we have the I bet the windrower could potentially fit in there as well. It's just a bit of a mess. I will put it away in here for now, but I would like to repurpose that shed. Just because that is something that we seem to be doing a lot more of as well, is the mowing. But for good reason. We are trying to earn much money from silage as we can. Right, so I'll just put that there. And then I should be able to... Right, okay, I'll put that there. Should be able to just stick this right in front of it. Ooh, it might be tight. We shall see. Oh, does it actually even not fit? Ah, it does. Barely. But it fits. But it fits. Perfect. Right. Now we'll just quickly close that up. Close that up. Find our windrower. We'll get that done. And then, yes, we will be also ploughing and liming and rolling and all that in this other field, or meadow rather, because we want to increase our yield. There we go. We want to increase our yield bonus as much as possible for all the meadows. Especially once it's done once, then it's done. Right, which is very nice. Very nice thing. Now if we can get this out. Oh yes, without any issues. Right, we'll head to the meadow and we'll get straight into a wind rowing time lapse. Well, it seems we've created quite the elaborate labyrinth of rows in our new meadow, to the point where it's going to be a bit difficult to actually figure out where to start collecting from. It's not that bad. It's all of it's rowed up, so that's good. But it is just a bit mental. That's alright though. I think we've got it all. Oh, one section right here against the fence. I wonder if the fence is actually the best place to start in. Start in the middle and then work our way out. I suppose for the mowing it doesn't matter at all where you start. Right, see if... Okay, that's enough of that. Right, I think we're all set. Right, that being said, as it is even getting now darker, and I think that was about an hour ago in game time, that we said initially that I said it was getting darker, so we'll go put the windrower away and get the loading wagon all set up, and we'll see you back in the meadow. Alright, we are beginning to collect our grass, which we will put in the fermenting silo, which will be turned to silage, and we'll sell it for money. I have no idea how much we'll actually collect from this meadow. I'm hoping that it'll be a sizable amount, so that we don't have to worry about, oh, do we have enough to sell if we're feeding the cows, or do we have enough to feed the cows if we're selling? I don't want to have that problem. I just want to be able to sell what we do not need, although it is hard to, I guess, estimate how much silage we'll need. It could be done, but yeah, I think it's just good to have some on hand, and if it does come down to it, we can always feed the cows just hay and they will still be productive. Right, so we will crack on with the collecting, and we'll see you when we're all done. Welcome to nighttime. It is quite late, but we are just about finished our collecting, and we've almost collected 4 full loading wagons of grass. And the crazy thing is that each one is about 19,000 litres, and we've done just about 4 full ones. So I think right now we're about 70-ish thousand litres, which is pretty fantastic. So what that will... And look, we've already got deer in the field. Deer in the meadow. Yeah, he's chilling. He's chilling there. Right, we're done. So we'll go unload the last bit of grass that we have. Managed 84% of the current wagon's capacity in the last trip. But very nice indeed. And when we plough and lime and fertilise and everything, that meadow, it'll just be even more. It'll be not quite double maybe, but who knows. Right, so we had about 100,000 storing of silage. Look how much capacity this. If that's 100,000, you know, that's 200, that's 3, 4, like, it's what, 2 million? Like, it's massive. Maybe 1.5 million? I don't know. Anyways, we have lots of grass coming in, lots of silage coming out. 1-to-1 ratio is very nice. Our lettuce is getting on nicely as well. Looked like that just dropped down. Maybe not. Anyways, that is storing, and that is full. Might as well have a look at our animals as well. So everyone's happy in the cow barn. Milk is coming again. Slurry. We've got loads of slurry. I think what's going to happen is once we're done harvesting the fields, we'll apply as much slurry as we can, since it is a natural byproduct anyways, and we have a slurry spreader. We do not have a muck spreader though, so we'll save the manure for when we do. Sheep are doing just fine. Chickens could use a bit of grain, and the horses are fine as well. Our horsemen will come by and give them their daily riding, so that's all good. It is all good, and we're all excellent. All done with the unloading of the grass. We'll put this away, and we should be pretty good to move on to the next day. I will feed the chickens quickly before we pop off to bed and have a rest. So yes, I'll see you at the chickens. Alright, we have a trailer full of, well, not full of sorghum, but with plenty of sorghum in it for the chickens. Just make sure we're nice and lined up. Dump it off for our ladies. Oh my goodness, we've got 2 full pallets of eggs, plus another 1/8 of a pallet. Ooh, very exciting. I can lift this one up, but I cannot lift these ones. They are too heavy. We are not made of strength. That being said, let's have a look. I'm just very curious as to the eggs. We have not sold yet, so November is peak season. Yeah, they're on their way up. We are at the pretty much the bottom of the price chart at the moment, based on the seasonal fluctuations of the pricing, which is fine, because once we hit November, blimey, we'll have loads of eggs. And these are 200 chickens, so I mean, really, we could invest more into chickens if it is worthwhile. Now, we will put all this away. Thank you, chickens. Have a good night. And yeah, they barely took... They did take some, though, right? Just want to make... They take so little food all at once. Yeah. You'd think that they would have increased the capacity of the trough, but I guess how would they? The trough would stay the same, but the amount of food that needs filling up will go up. Right, okay. Let's put this away, and we'll close all the doors, all the shed doors and everything, and we'll get ourselves ready to have a rest. I was going to check the price of other things, and I will do actually before we rest, because I am very curious to know if there is anything else that we can sell. Right, and I am also, as far as the rolling and all that goes, I'm very confident that the reason we're having issues with that is because there is no, it's growing, but there is no physical grass texture just yet, and I'm fairly confident that that is why we have no ability to roll just yet. Right, close that. We've left all the gates open, or all the doors, all the gates. Right, just before we pop to bed, let's have a look, because I do like looking at all this as well to see. Right, we have oat, that's for horses, that's for chickens, and we are running low. Oh, we didn't put the sorghum away. That's fine, that's fine. Milk, they'll probably need to be fed with sorghum before we actually need the trailer for anything else. We do have milk coming in. September is a nice peak time. January, even better. If for some reason these, like right now, they're fairly close. So where are we in? We're in April, and I see, we're at the middle. But that's, oh, I see, there isn't that much of a price fluctuation in the first place. Although that is, yeah, that is a lot between top and bottom, is still quite a bit. If we're desperate, we could sell some straw or hay. Probably not hay, to be honest. That's for the sheepies. Manure and slurry, I mean, we'll use both eventually. The more we have, the better. See, and this is it. I'm producing things that we need, not things that we need to sell. That's why I'm very excited about having so much silage to sell, because we can make it so fast. Anyways, we're off to bed. Good night, and see you in May. 8 AM should be alright. Right, welcome to the new day. The wage payment, that's for the horsemen. Property maintenance and production costs are standard as well. What a gorgeous day. Right, let's look at everything, see how we're doing. Prices won't have fluctuated, but we'll check the chickens' food. Look at that, we're feeding them every day. We're feeding, I mean, as we should, but loads. So I'm glad I didn't put the sorghum away. Right, this they could do soon with more straw, but really, that's fine. That's totally fine. I am excited, though. Oh, look at that. Animals are healthy and older than 18 months can reproduce. I'm expecting calves very soon. Very soon. They're at 21 months. I don't know how long it takes for cows to actually, till they give birth to the calves, but very exciting nonetheless. Our chickens are at full capacity, but that's alright. We're not going to sell any. It makes no sense to sell any. They will die of old age, and eventually new ones will be born. Yes, we could replace the rooster, but it's not, doesn't matter. For £20, nah, it's alright. Horses are getting on just fine as well. Right, now let's have a look at our fields and see what's happening. So 4 and, oh right, no, 4's not all, it's 5. Ooh, weeds, those are all weeds. No one's taking care of their fields except for us. Right, so 3 does need to be fertilized. Now hopefully it's not too far along that I cannot get in there with a without row crops, because we can't really afford that at the moment. 12, 5, 3, 14, everything's coming along super nicely. Now these are at a darker stage. That is our first task of the day, is to go and, oh, I've missed lots of bits. Right, we're going to be ploughing this up, because it does need to be ploughed and limed. But it is fertilized, so that's good. So yes, we will get to the, well, first we'll roll this, then we'll plough that, or then we'll roll that, and then we will plough that up. However, this is where we conclude this episode. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, take care, and bye for now.